Yo, what is going on, everyone? We are gonna go live and talk about Slamology 2022. It was a blast, but before we do that, we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're not gonna do our usual intro. I got a little video for you guys just for this occasion, and it's gonna be a blast, man. Check this out. Need help setting up? And there it is, folks. The video of Slamology 2022. It was amazing. It was a little stressful, I'm not going to lie to you guys. But I had a blast, and man, I gave so many demos. It was awesome. I got to meet so many of you guys in person that, you know, either follow me on YouTube or just whatever social media platform it happens to be, man. It was awesome to meet you guys, and I kind of missed going live. It was nice for a little break, but I'm like, you know what? I miss you guys, and I want to hang out with you. How's everyone doing? I hope you guys enjoyed that video. There's going to be more. And Cornut, you know what? I already seen your $3 super chat earlier. It disappeared. Of course it disappeared. Good old StreamYard. But I seen it. And another $5 super chat. Thank you, buddy. This was a long intro for Bubba to dance to. Absolutely, man. You know, I just figured, I'm not going to bore you guys with the usual intro. I'm going to throw out this new video, throw it on there so you guys can actually see it. And you don't have to wait too long, but it definitely was pretty long. But for sure, man, there's going to be, we'll throw it in at the end, and we'll do our usual outro, just so the caboose here doesn't get confused. Thank you for your super chat, and thank you for tuning in, man. Thank you, El Fuego. I'm sad I didn't get to see you. Hopefully you do come out to Slamology one of these years. It feels like this is just going to be a show that I always go to, and it's kind of in the middle of the United States in a way, so it'd be great if I could meet you one day, man. And thank you so much for just always tuning in. 25, of course I got to meet you. No, I'm just kidding. I wish. I was waiting for someone to walk up in a horse hat or a horse, you know, mask or something and try to pretend to be 25 or deviant. I was waiting for it, but it didn't happen. But who knows? I gave out a lot of demos to people that I didn't know, so maybe one of them was you. I don't know. I will never know. What is up, Dave? It was great to meet Dave. I got to meet Dave, and he loved the Cookie Monster, man. And obviously, he got to get the demos from the Rolling Thunder guys. And it was just awesome to hang out with Dave and Larissa. And speaking of Larissa, here's the comment. What's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Justin, hey, what's up, Andy? Not much, man. Just got back from Slamology, trying to cram these videos together. I want to get the EXO video out first, and then other ones along the way, but this one will be released tomorrow, so you guys can watch it in high quality. I just thought it was, you know, maybe more interesting to see a compilation of just everyone getting demos. How cool was that? You know, and it was just awesome that I was able to do that with the GoPro running the whole time, but 326, or how many gigabytes it was a lot of video to go through and to work full time. It's not fun. PHI, nice to meet you too, man. I got you on that video, of course, man, and it's awesome to meet you guys in person. I know Slamology might not be everybody's thing, but if you want to meet people like me or just bigger YouTubers or car audio people, that is the show to go to. 9 chances out of 10, they probably go to it, man, and it was just awesome to meet you guys. Todd, thanks for tuning in, buddy. Todd actually drove up this spare right here to Slamology so that I would have something just in case if my coil blew or another tinsel lead goes. But absolutely, we did not have any problem other than the AC kicking the bucket, but I kind of rigged it because I'm Magoo to get us home with some air conditioning just enough. But nonetheless, nothing broke, no amps blew up, no tweeters blew, subs good. That's all it really matters, man. That's why I was stressing so much when I was there, because I know things happen. When you're playing for hours, that's when things break. When is Rockin' with Russ? That is June 23rd, or July 23rd. Get with me, I'll let you know for sure the exact date. Thank you for tuning in, man. Alright, Baba, what is going on? We missed you, Baba, too. I know you guys are out in Cali. It's a little bit of a drive, man. Thanks for tuning in. Got to meet Mullen. Sup, fellas? Just, you know, Mullen was actually on the Rolling Thunder show with us right now earlier, and we just got to talk about how our Slamology experience was together. It was awesome meeting you guys, and I'm glad that you guys were able to jump on the Rolling Thunder to just talk with us, man. It was awesome to just meet you guys in person, man. That's next level stuff. Scott, what is going on? I got a demo from Scott, man. That thing is just awesome. I love C-Pillars just because of the 5-person demo. You know, you got back seats. Not many systems have that, and it's loud, too. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. And my ear just does not want to stop being itchy right now. It's from wearing headphones all the time. Just me, thank you for tuning in. My oldest daughter wants it to be an annual trip. Absolutely, dude. And when my kids are a little bit older, they will be coming with me. It will be a blast. Brayden Cordell, thank you for tuning in, man. Are you switching to the new Solo X when it comes out? The short answer is no, but will I be trying it? Absolutely. That's why I have a few cars at my disposal. Kayla will be running most likely 2 of the 10-inch L7Xs, and probably on their new amp that they got coming out. And they got those ST drivers that just came out. I got to throw these up, man. These things are just awesome. I've been talking to Bill and who knows what else with, you know, stuff of what I'm going to do with future builds. They have pro audio drivers that are square. These are for your mid-range. And obviously, they have tweeters to go along with it too. Super tweeters, whatever you want to call them. These things are just freaking awesome. They're the 49STN MR4, so the 49th anniversary of Kicker, and they're the STs, man. Now, what size are they going to all come in and stuff like that? I'm not too sure, but when I seen this, I'm like, whoa, they're just releasing this like it's nothing? This is awesome, man. I wanted to have square mid-drivers. I wanted to use the 8 or 10-inch L7Ts as mid-drivers, even though they're considered subwoofers. But this, oh yeah, hands down, this is what I'm going to. This is going to be awesome, regardless of what else they have coming down the road. I will be doing doors with these, and it's going to be awesome, man. But to switch to a new Solo X, man, unless they got an 18, Cookie Monster is going to stay where it is. We got Stu. What is going on, Stu? Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Stu's got a new system. He's got the Walmart, which I need to get to, actually, the footage of that. Part 3 of the Ultimate Walmart build. He has the Pioneer 1000 with the put together loaded enclosure, or sealed enclosure at Walmart. But he's not running a Jensen. He's going to run a Kicker CVR 2006, I think, 2006 or 7. The gray with the red in the middle, the nice ones. I mean, they're all nice, but I mean, those ones people know about. Scott, I know you know about that. You love those ones. Coronet says, I wish I would have made it. West Coast, not retired yet. I'm working on a retirement, though. It's okay, man. You know, I see eventually down the road, I will be traveling a lot more. You know, it's just right now, no. Eventually, I would like to, man. Carl, thank you for tuning in. What is up, Andy? Always killing it as usual and always humble, loving the chocolate chip cookie. Thank you, man, and thank you for tuning in. Yeah, that cookie was the key. It was the key. I know the googly eyes were one thing, but man, Cookie Monster just sitting there, just nom 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 nom, eating on that cookie the whole time. You know, at Slam. And it drew the people in, man. And it's cool. It really is. And the kids were loving it too, man. Just appreciate you tuning in as well. Thank you, man. Deviant, we got full voltage tonight. No voltage drop. Thank you for tuning in, Deviant. Justin says, wish I could have went to Slam, but I'm going to Scrapping the Coast with be handling them. We'll be handling them out, but love watching the videos and watching the X work. Thank you, man. Yeah, I never went to anything over West Coast area, but I know those shows are really big, and I've heard of Scrapping the Coast, man. That's awesome, man. I appreciate you just watching the content and seeing that X move. Let's see. We got, oh, I just skipped through a bunch of comments because StreamYard is fun. Got a super chat. Let me just, okay, we're gonna go to the super chat because that's the whole point of super chat. We got from one Deviant was greeting me. Was great meeting Andy Koslick, Mullen, and Larissa. Man, you know, unless you had a beardy on your shoulder, I probably wouldn't even known it was you. But I said hello to a lot of people, and I'm sure they did too. Nah, man, I kind of was hoping that you guys might stop out. You know, who knows? But even if you did, would we know if it was you or not? Would you say your name? I don't know. Thanks for tuning in, man, and thank you for the super chat. It means a lot. Deviant's been a Patreon for a while, and he's top tier. He's on the $10 list, man. He's on the bottom of the scroll, and I got the scroll going this time. I'm kind of on top of it, so that's a plus. It's just cool to stream again, and getting that video together was the hardest thing this week, and working and just, you know, resettling in. Getting home, didn't unpack for like a day or so. God, my goodness. Just getting situated, man. Blake, Andy, hopefully we can meet up if you come down to Stillwater sometime soon. I will be down Stillwater at the end of August. I will let you know. Yo, this guy This is the OEM 8-inch subwoofer speaker guy that came on Rob's Car Audio Talk, came up to me. So it was really cool meeting you in person, man. Yes, the 8 OEM 8s. Literally on a Pioneer, I forget what it's called. It's the very nice Pioneer monoblock that they have that everyone likes. It does like 900 RMS. He's got 8 of these Ford Alpine Type F series stock speakers in his car, but in a custom box, tuned to 32 hertz in a trunk, and it's nice, man. It really is. For what it is, it ain't bad, dude, and it was awesome meeting you, buddy. Larissa, definitely enjoyed meeting Deviant, his socks in person. That's all we know is his socks. Dave, what is going on, everybody? Good evening. Thank you for tuning in, Dave. Appreciate you, man. Again, it was awesome to meet you, dude. Rolling Thunder, I need to get on that. Absolutely, dude. Just type in the Rolling Thunder podcast on YouTube. Check it out. Or you can go to my my community tab. Scroll down a while. You'll see a link for it. Got a lot of comments, man. I don't even know where to start with Slamology. Like, honestly, the ride up there was not as bad as the first 2 times. Definitely. And knowing just everything of, you know, what it was, you know, more comfortable. It was awesome to get there and hang out with the kicker guys and be under the kicker tent and just give demos all day and just, you know, it was a lot to absorb. I'm the kind of person that takes a while for something to hit. And, as the days go by, it's like, man, that was an awesome time. That was an awesome time. Stu says, I'm actually excited about the ST line. I feel a big build coming in the future, and that's exactly what they are keen around, is the big builds for the L7X line, man. The Solo X family. Goal achieved. I've been hitting my goals recently. Todd said Scott's demo was my loudest one at Slam. It made my eardrums itchy. I know, Todd. It's okay. It's okay. It's a good thing. That's a good thing. Blake says, I really hope they come out with some standard horn tweeters. The fewer bullet tweeters, the better. Honestly, you guys know, and I know you know how Kicker makes things. It's not going to be this thing that just screams 15K to 20K to make your system sound louder and hurt your ears. Obviously, within reason. But it's going to be done the Irby way, man. It's going to be interesting. We want Cookie Monster 3.0. So do I, sir. So do I. I'm okay with 2.0 right now, though. I just skipped through a bunch of comments. Okay, let me just get to this one just because I seen this. Brett, what is going on, Brett? You were the last person I talked to at Slamology right before we were wrapping up and leaving. Had a very deep conversation. Thank you for tuning in and just being a basshead and everything you're about, man. Can't wait to see your future build you got coming. It's gonna be awesome, dude. 25, are you sleeping under a rock? He says EXO was there. Did he come out in your vid? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, man. Let me scroll down here really fast, see if I missed. We got Troy. What is going on, Troy? Thank you for tuning in, buddy. All right, let me skip down here a little bit. Got lots of conversations, trying to see what... I'm just trying to talk to see what you guys say, and then we'll go down about Slamology and how it was. Choke change. Andy, you had the best themed bass box. Thank you, man. I didn't try to enter my car into any kind of competition. I kind of should have. But honestly, I got there so early. But just drove through with the kicker guys while they set up. So I got there at like 7 a.m. It was early. It was nice. I didn't have to wait in line, but yeah, to go to the judging thing, I just kind of wanted to hang out, you know, and just see if they needed me or just, you know, what the plan was. I didn't want to be somewhere else trying to get my car judged. To do that, to start that, and when you actually needed to be a judge. I don't know if they walk around, know where your car's at, all that kind of stuff. I never really did that, but you know what? Just by seeing how many people were walking up, taking pictures, looking at it, man, it made everything worth it, man. It really did. I can't get over how many people literally came up to me and said, I seen this on TikTok. Hey, I seen this on TikTok. Hey, I seen this on TikTok. Like literally like 10 people, man. I started telling the guys, I'm like, man, everyone's seen this on TikTok. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. I mean, YouTube would have been a little bit better, but hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. TikTok is the new social media, so might be more TikTok friendly, you know, just Solo X eating a cookie. Let's see. DIY Audio Guy, thank you for tuning in. What's up, buddy? Can't wait to meet you too, man. It'll be awesome. One day, everyone. William, Living Loud with Andy, late Friday. Great day to you. How did Cookie Monster do at demoing at Slamology? I'll make it back safe and sound. Absolutely, man. I know I'm always like the one, it's like, man, my system ain't that loud, but man, did it put so many smiles on people's faces. Like, I'm not trying to, you know, whatever. It was awesome. I had one guy literally tell me, like, obviously I gave Travis and EXO and the guys at Kicker demos, but I just had this one random kid. After the demo was done, he's like, man, this is the loudest, not loudest, but this is the cleanest sounding 18 build here today. And I'm like, dude, that means so much. Like, you don't understand. Like, yeah, I love the 20 hertz and wasted information and bass, but I like things to sound good too, you know? When we drove back on the way home from Slam, all I was playing was some 80s, you know what I mean? I was getting my 6x9s, just kicking the bass in the rear fill of the sub, making it sound really clean, and boy, oh boy, does that KXA 400.4 sound so much better than that Alpine MRP F450, whatever 4-channel I had in there before. It is just, it goes together, man. Obviously, when you buy their amp, they're going to make speakers that go with their amp. And that's what I got. I got all the KS line, man. It sounds really good. So it demoed great. We made it back home safe and sound. It took us about 10 hours, some traffic, some accidents. You know how that goes. Route 470, and there was another route too. I forget. We took a different way home. I should have went the same way I came, but you know how it goes. GPS never takes you the same way back. Everything went good, man, and I was worrying for no reason. That's all. Thank you, man. Stu says he just subscribed to the Rolling Thunder podcast. Man, it's awesome because you get to see me with all the other guys, and I'm just more relaxed, you know, just saying things here and there. You know, it's a different experience in here, obviously, but it's cool because then we do have, you know, special guests come on, and usually we just we side jag, but we try to stick to a topic. We really do. Got 30 people in here tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're just tuning in now. Before we end the show, about an hour or so, I will throw up that video again, but I will post. I like that video so much, man. I just want you guys to see it. Plague says, will say I am glad that live streams are back to normal. They're always my favorite part of the night. Same, and I know Rob's on vacation too, so there was no reverse polarity. So, you know, it's just... And, you know, I was gone, Slamology, and then this Tuesday, I wanted to go live. I really, really wanted to go live Tuesday for the Unmasked After Show. I had so much to talk about. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. I was exhausted. I had to drive all the way back, and it's just, you know, and there, obviously, and in that little car, it's just harder than a normal car, you know? And I was just exhausted. You know, whenever I'm at Slamology, it feels like I'm here with you guys. And I'm talking to these people, I'm giving demos, it's 80 degrees, it's raining, who knows, it's rainology, Slamology, and it takes a lot out of a guy, you know? I'm getting home after dinner with the Kicker guys, and I'm like, man, I don't feel like doing anything, I am going to bed, let's watch like maybe an episode of Ozark, and we're like passing out halfway through. Like, we're going to bed at like 10:30, not even 11 o'clock, and I'm just whooped. You know, because it's just, it's tough. You know, Friday was hard too because we had to go to the pre-registration, which I didn't even wind up using anyway. But hey, it's okay. It's okay. It's part of the process, right? It's part of the process. So you have to go there Friday. You know, wait in line 2-3 hours. It's raining. My AC wasn't working at the time. I'm like, this is terrible. And then go back to the hotel and just hang out. And now that was about the most we actually had free time wise, I guess. But that was after driving 8 hours. You know, it's just it's tough. But honestly, overall, it was an awesome experience just meeting everybody and how many people actually heard about me, my demo, just like with my affiliation with Kicker, which is so good to hear all those things, man. And obviously I hear it from you guys that are watching me now, but it's different in person too, obviously. And it was awesome. It was awesome. And I'm glad these live streams are back. I missed them too. Let's see here. Okay. Going on there for a little bit. I didn't mean to miss any super chats. I know I tend to do that. Still need to meet up with SJC. I just been busy getting ready for Slam, and that's why my videos have been kind of postponed. I kind of just putting up, you know, little videos here and there. I was working on my car, man, getting ready for Slamology and just everything else that goes along with that. It was a lot. Choke change. Andy, how big is that Cookie Monster cookie? It's actually 13 inches in diameter. It was the first one I found, and I'm like, it's perfect because then it won't get sucked up by my port, and I'm not going to be fishing for a cookie halfway trying to float it, because you know how ports work. They'll suck something in, man, and it's good luck getting it out. So I was like, oh, that'll be perfect. Just me, looks sweet. I never saw it parked, so no demo. What, my car? Deviant, you don't bark up that tree. Coslick, maybe we only met Larissa. You guys, stop it. Alright, El Fuego, did they sell hot dogs at Slamology? Asking for a friend. Yes, they did. I actually had a hot dog at Slamology. It was a very good, I don't even know, Angus hot dog? It was like $5-6, but it was amazing. What am I missing here? All we gotta do is outplay the Dual 10 sealed prefab. He is in there now. Oh, goodness gracious. You guys are nuts. Todd, what at Slamology made you wow the most? Ooh. That's tough. You mean like demo-wise or experience-wise? I mean, demo-wise? Man. I didn't really get that many demos. I mean, Joe's build was kind of a wow. But so was Casey's and Scott's. Like, they all had their own thing. Honestly, man, I don't know. The wow factor was just people talking to me. Like, literally talking to me while after I was done giving them a demo or just talking about the car. Like, that, like, it was just, it wasn't one specific moment where it was like, oh, man, and then everything else was boring. Like, it was just the whole time. It was just amazing. And even you got to meet Jeremy Brown, man. And Todd got to show him his L7R loaded enclosure with his CXA 1200.1 with his kicker key and his 2020 Nissan Altima, and because he had a bigger build, but you know, things happen. But it was just cool that you got to meet them, Todd, and I know you're a dedicated kicker fan like a lot of you guys are in the chat here, but it was just cool, and I was like, you know what, I want you to meet Todd. This is Todd. Say hi. This is Todd. He loves kicker. Big old fan. Thanks for tuning in, man. Wait, what? Scott says the Blue Catfish Lodge bar they own in Ozarks is 2 miles away from my house. So that was actually shot in Georgia. Are you kidding me? That was shot in Georgia. You gotta drive down there and take a picture for me. Mullen says Cookie Monster gets low. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, it's windy, but it just plays such a low frequency, like 13 hertz, 16, 20 on that one song that you heard. It's a frequency where it's not bass. It's just like motor force of things just moving, and it's just like wah 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 wah. It's different. It's hard to explain. He says, it was great to go there without a car and just jump on and out of demo vehicles. Right, and that's the thing, you know, you're either putting on a show for people where you're Jonathan Price, you're all these, Steve Duncan, all these other builds, baseaholics. You're either that, and you can walk away from your system and actually kind of enjoy things, by getting demos of other people, but you can't go too far. But you're still putting on a show, you're trying to sell product, whatever you're doing. And there's that, or you come as a hobbyist like you did, and you get to enjoy the whole thing. But then you don't get that whole feeling that, that we get, it's like, oh, nice system, and you feel that. It's like, thanks, man, thank you. So it's like, what do you want? You want to experience this or experience that? But it's cool to be a hobbyist too, where you get to experience everything around you. Go to the car show, go to the low limbo, the truck, the hydraulic, all the kind of crazy stuff, the tattoo contest, bikini contest. Tom from Ohio Generator was one of the... The owner of Ohio Generator was one of the judges for the bikini contest. I am not lying to you. I'm like, you know what? I see it. I can see it. I got to meet him too, which was awesome. I talked to him on the phone. But again, you know how this is. In person is just totally different, man. Totally different. It definitely was a blast, man. And it went too fast. You need 3-4 days to just see everything, and that's the whole problem. There's only 2 days, because there's so much going on. You almost need the itinerary too, like, oh, it's 1 o'clock. Like, I almost forgot about the Kicker Photo Club because it was just like so much going on. There was so much going on. I'm like, oh my god, it's 1 o'clock. We gotta do that photo thing. Yeah, come on, guys. Wanted to get a megaphone, but you still wouldn't hear me. It's so loud. It's Slamology, man. Just continuous bass. If you ever been there, you understand what I'm talking about. It's hard to have a conversation with somebody, man. It really is. Dave, Andy, totally cool meeting you and Kayla. That was awesome, man. And Kayla got to talk with Larissa. And it just, it's cool to have that connection. You know what I mean? And it was a blast. Again, awesome meeting you guys, man. Jason DeClue, not today. Dan can get that Cookie Monster. Yes. Thanks for tuning in, DeClue. Appreciate you. Okay, see. I'm guessing this is sell me some Kicker shirts, Andy. I am not a Kicker dealer or distributor. I am just a Kicker fan at heart. You know what? I think you're right, Deviant. Meeting 14.4 volt talk was Andy's highlight. You got me. But if you did get a demo of Cookie Monster and you didn't tell me who you were, I hope you enjoyed it. You know what? I'm sorry, man. It's just, I was given demos like back to back for a while, and then I'd take a break. And I was getting afraid. I'm like, man, I'm really pushing this thing. It's getting hot. It needs to cool down. And I turned a few people down, but I mean, I was there for 16, 17 hours. Man, you should have told me who you were. But like, hey, I know you probably said I follow you on YouTube or something. You should have said your name. If you did, I totally forgot. I'm sorry. But you got to be like, hey, man, I watch your show all the time. I'm in there commenting. I need a demo of Cookie Monster. And then be like, all right, let's do it. I don't care how hot the coil is. Let's do it. Let's see. Ronkill160, thank you for tuning in again, man. Did you get a demo of JP's new setup? No, I didn't get to sit in it, but I'm actually in the JP, down for the JP. The Life of Price YouTube video they posted last night when he was giving a little girl a demo. I'm actually in it in the background. You can see me. I got to hear it from there, but that was it, man. I think it looks wicked. I know day 2, I think it was down. I did want to get a demo, but it's okay, man. At some point when you've been doing this for so long, almost every system sounds alike. There are some differences here and there, but it's just cool to hear that person's system, to give them gratitude for all the hard work that they did. And I'm sure there are some differences. Trust me, there are some differences. But at the end of the day, a system is a system. I think the lines are long because it's Jonathan Price. It's down for sound. You are following for the name, for the brand, for just who he is, what he does. And that's why there's a following, man. Obviously. People love the brand bash on anything, and it's just funny. Just no matter which way you look at it. Speaking of which, this is funny. This is even funnier. Not even Slam. This is Sidejag, but it's still car audio. The guy that fixed my garage door, his nephew actually worked with Kevin from Scar Audio. I am not kidding you. And there was some things with that, but I was like, yeah, it's one of the most popular brands. Google Scar. It's going to be or Google subwoofer, and it's going to be the first, thing that comes up. Scar, 12-inch, whatever it is. and Kicker and a few others, but it's going to be one of the top. It's the top Amazon selling subwoofer, I think. You know, it's just a very, very, very popular brand. And I could have been like, oh yeah, it's garbage, it's trash. No, it's just, it's really, it's a good brand for what it is. For the price that you're maybe getting, is it good for you? I don't know. You know, maybe you should just pay more and get a better product. Who knows your situation? But everything has its place. But it was just cool. Because he's seen my Best Buy wall of speakers, you know, and my like fridge and TV and speakers just everywhere in the garage. And he's like, this is different. Like, what the hell are you doing in here? You know, it's like, oh, I do car audio. You know, I just got back from Slamology and this and that and da 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 da. You know, so he was going on about that, and that's when he started bringing up his nephew, and I'm like, oh, well, what's the brand? Do you know the brand or this and that? And he was like, I don't know. And then I looked up his cousin, and then boom, it was right there, and I was like. I was like, okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Because I had to tell him, I was like, yeah, I do these podcasts too, you know? And he's like, well, what do you do that for, you know? It was funny. It was good, though. It was good. Maybe you guys need to tell him why I do this. Deviant. Let's see. See, this is the negative part of it. JP was signing amps for a cool amount of $50. What a guy. I mean, honestly, if you just sign everything, and there's a lot of them, is the signature really worth something? Not really. Enough people sign it. It's just not going to be worth it. You know, a few people sign it. Yeah, but are you trying to make money off your signature? I mean, if you can, you can. That's the thing. You know, people like to bash on people that do that, and I mean, you can. You can, but at the end of the day, a hustle is a hustle. It's what it is, you know, and it's not that he's doing it in a negative way, because these people obviously want JP's name on their amp. You know, it's different than just buying, oh, I just got this JP8. Okay, cool, well, I got JP8 with his signature on it. What? No way. Yeah, bragging rights, man. And you know what? Bragging rights, sometimes you gotta pay. I think it's cool. You know, do what you gotta do, man. No hate. El Fuego, how much footage did you get at Slamology? Any future videos? Absolutely, man. I got, well, obviously the video you guys seen for the intro. I'll have individual demo videos, and a few others too, but nothing too crazy. Honestly, it's just a lot of demo videos, but I do want to have like a few put together and good content so that you guys don't get bored of it, you know, but to get people that got the demo, like, to be on YouTube. You know how cool that is? Like, hey man, look, you're on Living Along with Andy's YouTube, getting a demo of his car. That's awesome. You know, I think that's cool. I want to do that, obviously, but this video that I put together tonight, I thought was really good to just get everybody in there, and not to be just boring and just bass going, you know, and like the guy's reaction. It gets kind of boring after like 2 minutes. But absolutely, El Fuego content is on its way. Explicit Audio, that was awesome to meet you, man. Good to meet you, man. Sorry I couldn't chat longer. My booth was hopping. That's the thing. That's what the thing I was talking about earlier. You know, it's hard to do everything when you're there, you know, putting on a show. You're selling your product. You're doing what you're doing. You have an event. You're a vendor. You know, that's what you're doing. It's hard to go and enjoy yourself and talk to people. But, you know, you can't have your cake and eat it too. But, dude, it was awesome to meet you in person finally. And everything that you're doing, it's awesome. Sorry we couldn't jump aboard together. But, hey, you know what? I still support you with the Ultimate Car Audio app. And I love what you're doing for the car audio community. Keep going, man. Say what? I got Jacob Fuller to sign my amp at Slam. That is awesome. That is awesome. Oop. Let's see. Thank you, DeClue. I try my best. I really do. I try too hard sometimes, and it stresses me out. It's okay. It's for the bass. See, I didn't really get to hear too many systems. I was there. I know. Always hanging out at the kicker booth. That's what I had one person tell me years ago, you know, and here we are. But it's just, that's what I was doing. You know, I was giving out demos, hanging out by my car. And the funny thing was, obviously the kicker guys are standing by the L7Xs, and, you know, people were walking up, they're getting their lanyards for free, or their towels, or, you know, they have questions about the L7X. They just want to touch it. It was the best thing to just touch the thing, you know, in person. So there's that. But it was just funny at times. Like they'd walk away, they're doing something, they're eating, they're talking to somebody else in the RV, or they're doing whatever, you know. And I'm standing there, and then someone comes up and starts asking me questions, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is the L7X, this is the 10, this is the 12, this is the 15, 3-inch coil, all same motor, pretty much. It's just, you know, different landings, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Just going over stuff. Nothing too critical, but, you know, just talking to these people. And it felt cool to do that, so it was just me trying to just do my part, too, and just help out and have fun along the way. So I was doing that, and just honestly just hanging out by my car, hanging with Kayla in Kayla's corner. If you were there, you understand. And just having people come to me so I can talk to them, meet them in person. I did do some walking around, obviously went to the vendors, got to see, well, obviously Drew came over, but I went to go see Drew from Baseaholic Productions. Just went everywhere, Down for Sound. Even this other company, too, that just started up. I forget his name and his company, but I got his card. Just, you know, little things like that. Just walking around, checking it out. I got to meet Steve Duncan, got to meet Bobby Gately in person. You know, it was just awesome. Simply put, one of the best experiences in my life, and they can only get better from here, man. And I've always liked Slamology. You know, I know we're different. You know, we like bass in our car. We're not this huge, you know, car show community. We are the basshead community. So it's just cool that there's something that we do that's this size and what it is. It's truly a blessing, man. Scott said if he was signing for free, that's all he'd be doing every day. Right. If you want a JP signature, they're always on the receipt. I mean, and then you could just, you know, take a picture of it and make a decal. And I mean, there you go. There you go. It's not that. All right. Let's see. Did I miss anything? See, I'm missing these super chats. Deviant, $1.99. Thank you, buddy. Pebbles told me Andy sold a shirt last night. No way. I need the app for the t-shirt and the merch store is very minimal, and emails are, you know, thing of the past, but I do check on them randomly. I appreciate you, man. I know I need to get more. I like the one that I bought. I bought an extra large and then I washed it and it fit perfectly. So I might go with the extra large with that type of shirt if you're worried about shrinkage, because they are 100% cotton. All right, okay, all right, I'm caught up, I think. No. 25 says bikini contest. Annie, did you get a vid? Tell me you do. No. You're crazy, man. I like to sleep in my bed, not the couch. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. William, thanks for tuning in. What did it do at 20 hertz, though? 145. 145, man. It ain't too bad. Headrest, too. Headrest. The Clue. I want to hear Cookie Monster next year. Absolutely, dude. I will be at Slam 2023. I don't know if I'll be under the kicker booth. If I am, that's great. If not, I'll be right beside them. You'll be able to see me. Let's see. Good question. Can you explain the setup for tracking the Mora temp on the sub? Yes, my thermometer that I have. So what it is a thermometer that I got on eBay. Okay, and I might have to do that in a future video. I want to do it whatever on it because it's awesome. It's not a laser. Like if you point at something, it's not a laser thermometer, but it's your old, like something you would use to check the temperature of something like a turkey or steak. You put it in the food. That's what it's really for. And it comes with a 3-foot cord. And the reason why I got that one was because it had some kind of, not spade terminals, but some kind of like the same terminals that a speaker uses. And it had one dedicated wire going to the thermometer and then another one going to the thermometer. So I'm like, okay, it's got 2 individual wires. That means I could splice. It's not going to be too small where I can't re-splice it because it's such tiny wire. So then I can extend it. Now, I did some research on my own, and with analog thermometers, you need to have the distance the same. You can't adjust it because then that's just how it reads it over the distance. It's how they're designed. Now, digital ones you can get away with just because of it's digital. So it was a digital one. It had the double lines or double speaker wire, so I could just cut it and extend it because it's only 3 feet. I had to make it like 12 feet to go from the front of my car to the back, through the box, and up into the pull piece of the motor. Now, you could put this on the side of your motor or on the side of your, I guess, your venting, you know, by your coil, by your, not even triple joint, I don't even know what that would be considered, your basket, where like the coil vents, to get an idea of your heat. But I like the pull piece because it's even closer, right by the coil. So it doesn't give the coil temperature, but it gives what the coil's giving off, blowing through the motor, and it gives you a clear indication of what you're doing. That temperature, if you start clipping that thing, that temperature rises quick. It's like 112, 113, 114, 115. It starts jumping numbers. It's like, okay, let's turn it down. Now, with metal and how things work, is the temperature 100% accurate? Probably not. That coil is probably another 30, 40 degrees hotter. So that's the thing you got to remember. That and your ambient temperature. If you start out at 69 and you start cranking it, just because the temperature is only 85 does not mean you're not going to blow your coil. It could blow because of the temperature just going up so fast it can't dissipate that heat. It's not going to read that accurate. It never will. A lot of things maybe, like with the laser, but I honestly think it just, you can't rely on it that much. You just play it within reason. You start seeing that temperature go up real slow, that's okay. If it's staying there and then it starts going up real slow, then that means that you're at your playing level. And the more I used it, the more I could realize, okay, well, it's going to go up a degree or two, and then it'll take a while before it goes up another degree, because it's just a lot of power for that woofer, and that's just how woofers work. They're meant to get rid of the heat, and that heat is going past that thermometer. So there's all that, and then it's a 12 volt. You need to have a 12 volt one so that you don't need a battery. My other one had a battery. This one's 12 volt. So you just tap it into your car, of your relay, your ignition, whatever you want to do. I have it on a battery with a switch, and it's hooked all the same with the voltmeter. So it's like perfect through the amp. So there's that. $15. 15 bucks, man. It's awesome, and it works. Yeah, it makes you be able to sleep better at night and play better. Because they got a clip on the bass knob for the Kicker KXA 2400s and all their monoblocks. But a clip detection, even if you're not clipping, does not mean you're not going to hit thermal. So there's that. And even when I'm not clipping, man, I can get the thermal if I play long enough. And I play higher frequencies. Boy, does that temperature skyrocket. I know a few of you guys got demos of like the bandwidth. But man, that woofer does not want to cool down on 2,000 watts at like 45, 60 hertz with how I'm tuned. It doesn't move as much, so it's not cooling as fast. The heat's just not going away as quickly, even if it's clean or not. So there's that. It just it's awesome. It's like instead of driving blind, you have glasses on. Good question though, man. Sorry, I was just going side-jagging there for a little bit, but you know what? Going on topic at the same time. Like, shoot. Yes, you get what you pay for. No, I'm not going to any more shows this year. The only thing I'll be doing is hosting my own, which is beginning of August. Then Rockin' with Russ before that, a week or two before that in July. Going down to Kicker, end of August, man. I think I'm good. I'm good. But I appreciate the ask, man. And it was cool to meet you at Slamology. That's why Slamology, it's my home, man. It really is. All right, let me scoot down here a little bit. Josh, what is going on? Love you too, buddy. Thank you for tuning in, man. Thank you, Explicit. Thomas Van is awesome. Explicit Car Audio. I didn't miss that one. I got it. Thank you, though. All right, let me scoot down here a little bit. We already went 51 minutes. Holy crap. DL Carburetor, thanks for tuning in, man. My white balance keeps messing up. I don't know why. I have it set right. I don't know. Okay. Ooh. Come on, 25. I like how you guys met her and she didn't even tell me. Terrain with a 6. I don't have a date yet. I've been so backed up with this slam. My life is slowly getting back together. I need to get with Dan at the stereo shop to talk to him to see when he wants to do it. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of stuck between either beginning of August or middle to end of September. We could do another September slam again like we did last year, which was nice. But, you know, it's not as hot, so that's a good thing. But then you start getting into a higher chance of rain further you go, at least in PA, man. But it's at Greensburg Stereo Shop, PA. Just look up Team SP Loud on Facebook or even Google. You'll be able to figure it out. Alright, cool. Baba! I didn't miss it. I got it. Baba with a $20 super chat asked Bill Frog if I could get one of the OG black kicker shirts, going to gift it to Bobby for his birthday. That's awesome. That is awesome. I'm not sure if I should have read that out loud. I mean, it's a super chat. I got to read it out loud. But that is awesome. Happy birthday to Bobby. And Baba, that's awesome that you did that for him. I know, because I know they only had so many. But I'm sure they held on to a few and made an exception. That's awesome, man. Thank you for your super chat and tuning in, man. All right, let's see. Man. All right, I think I'm caught up, but I'm just going to see what else I missed. El Fuego, who from Kicker was at Slamology? Well, let's see. There was Bill, Tim, both Jeremys, Jeremy Brown, Jeremy Wynn, Justin, and there was another guy, I forget his name, another guy, and I forget his name, but they were newer guys, at least to me. And, man. Oh, how could I forget? John Myers. I'm just kidding. But yeah, man, they are awesome, and it was cool to see them literally put Tim's truck back into that RV. It was just the amount of money and time and things that they invest in just things like this, and it's just crazy. And we know that they do that with their products too. So it's just, but it was cool to see them literally put that truck up and into that RV, and how everything just, you know, because when you go to the Kicker RV, you just walk in, you see the nice display, you see the Kicker boom room, and that's it. That's all you see. It was just cool to see how they did that and put the truck in there. And I'm like, you got room for mine to put in there? Just let me know when you're done with it, you know? I think Tim was saying, he's like, yeah, we could put like 3 in here. I'm like, oh okay. Choices. All right, let's see. Yeah, they were a blast though, man. Yeah, we went to BJ's for dinner the first night, and then we went to a very, very, very good Mexican restaurant the second night. All right, I'm caught up there. The boom room at the end of the Kicker trailer was sweet, man. Jeremy Wynn did an excellent job designing those enclosures and just doing, you know, because that's his truck, man. Speaking of which, the Kicker truck, it didn't make it. Like the RV, the trailer made it because they had to get a rental trailer or a rental tractor, because I guess some kind of guy, like how you pull on the side of the road for trailers, they check your weight, and I guess they inspect the cars. It needed some bushings or something stupid. I mean, that's a beautiful truck. Are you kidding me? Like, things happen, but I think it was just the inspector being a little bit too, you know what I mean? So they didn't let them drive it. So it's like, well, what do? We need to get this trailer to Slamology. Literally on the way to Slamology. So they got a rental trailer or a rental tractor and still got it up there. So I know Jeremy was probably kind of upset that he didn't get to drive in a nice, beautiful tractor that he has, man. He's got like 4 10 I think it's 4 10s or 8s loaded, TV, AC, refrigerator, you know, the whole 9 yards. Beautiful system and just comfy interior for his drive from Stillwater to Indianapolis, and he had to drive a rental. So, but props to him, man, for doing all that. That was I was like, because they gave me a call, and I'm like, wait, what? You guys ain't gonna make it? And they're like, oh, we're gonna make it, but we're not gonna have our tractor. And I'm like, I'm thinking, how's that gonna work? So I guess there's a thing, you can rent tractors, you know, like 18-wheelers. I'm sure you need your CDL, but I mean, like, hey, you know, if you ever get bored one weekend. Oh, man. Let's see. El Fuego! Thank you for super chat, buddy. For $5. Appreciate you, man. Comp Q box build start Sunday. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. I've been waiting for this. I knew you've been asking me and other people for box specs. 4.5 cubes net. 55 square inches of port area. Tune to 33. Sound okay to you, or do I need to make a change? Now or never, right? Because I love you. I'm going to look up my Ultimate Car Audio app from Thomas Van, and I am going to I want to see just what this is, and let me just see. Just give me 1 second here, guys. Slot port, of course. So now we just got to get 4.5 cubes, and that's net, so that's after the port displacement. So we need to get something that's over 4.5 gross before displacement of the woofers. We're not going to count, sub displacement or 45s or whatever kind of bracing that you might have in there, and variables. So let's see, we'll try 30. Doesn't matter what size is what, long as we get the internal airspace to be the same, we can figure out what this box is going to be exactly. So we need to go bigger. Let's see, how about 17 inches that way? We're close, we're 4.73, and that's with no port. So that's with the port with no length. No. Port thickness, we need that. We need that. Port wood thickness, 0.75. 3/4 inch, right? Number of subs, 1. Cutout diameter, I'm not really worried about it. Now, port width, 55 square inches. So we're just going to say it's 5.5 by 10. Doesn't really matter. I mean, obviously, port velocity can change and make a difference of the shape of the port, but we're looking at port space. 55 square inches of port area, and we're at 4.7 cubes, so we need to make this a little bit smaller for net. Gross is 5.9, so we just need to make this just a hair smaller. 4.46. Ooh, we're getting closer. Very close, very close. 0.2, what's this give me? 4.52. Oh, we gotta get it on the money. We gotta get it on the money. Oh, okay, we got 4. That's not gonna work because I already have it. Maybe. Yep. So we got 4.5 cubes of port airspace before, so that's net. Gross is 5.61, but see, you can see there's no port volume because we don't know the length of it. Or, we don't know the lengths because we need to get our tuning. So now we need to add the length, and this might change some things too, unfortunately. So we add the length. Yeah, see, then that brings us down to 4.04 just by adding a port that's 10 inches. That made the box smaller. So I have to make the box bigger and try to get into that and figure out your port length. So there's a lot of variables to go with this stuff, but I can do it, and that's what we're here to do. So we're going to get you, El Fuego. Don't you worry. Let's see. That tuning is 47 hertz, so that port is long. That port is long. Let's just try 20 inches. 39, but we need to make the box bigger, so it'll bring the tuning down and the box to be bigger. So let's just try 19. Okay, 35 hertz, 4.4 cubes. We're close. We're real close here. So can we tweak it? Can we tweak it? We got 12 port. Okay, that's a lot of port area, but you're not too big on the box, so I think that's why they were giving you this number. I mean, honestly, let me just get it a little bit closer here. So if we make the port longer, that'll bring us down. So we need to make the box bigger. The box needs to be bigger. Because if we make the box bigger, it'll bring the tuning down and get closer to that 4.5 instead of 4.45. Now we're at 4.6 and tuning is at 35. So let's make the port longer. All right. I mean, you don't want to go too long. That's the thing, because it can mess with things. Let's just make the box smaller. Just a hair. No, that port needs to be longer, man. That port needs to be longer. Okay, we're at 33 hertz, 4.4 cubes. So let's just make the box a hair bit bigger. We're so close. I'm sorry, guys. 4.5 and tuned at 33. Oh my god. That's close enough. That is... Wait, that's it. 33. Ha! Ha ha! Look at that. Would you just look at that? All right, you got can you guys see that? 4.5 cubic feet, 6.8 gross, box tuning 33 hertz, pretty much on the money, and 12.22 square inches of port area per cube. I don't really look at the bandwidth that it shows on there because it's not really real for a vehicle and stuff like that. But honestly, man, that's a very normal enclosure. I wouldn't say it's a prefab enclosure because of the tuning that's lower and the port's probably that long. I don't know. I got to look at these comments later. But that's not bad. That's going to be a very musical sub. And because you are tuned so low and the port is so long, if that's the case, you kind of do want that port to be a little bit bigger than you normally would, so that 12 is still way in that area for how big the enclosure is. Those take 3 to 6 cubes. 4.5 is right in the money, so I feel like this is going to be a perfect SPL vehicle. And I kind of, not SPL like, oh, it does 55 hertz and it does it on 700 watts. I'm talking like street beating, throw it on 1K, maybe more. This thing's going to bang. Comp Q15. I can't wait, El Fuego. I'm glad I got that for you. I'll take a little screenshot of that just so I have it. But that's what's cool about that app. And I love figuring stuff out, doing math backwards, and that's kind of where I am today. Got a super chat there. Let me check. Okay, we got that. Cool. Got another super chat. Yeah, DIY audio guy. He already knew. He's like, it's going to be a long port. Right. That's why I'm like trying to look at the numbers, and I'm like, man, this ain't going to be no short port. There's no way. Port is 19.9. So then there are some variables. Okay, so I was close. I put 24 at the end to get that. But then you can still get the same tuning with the same port area by making the enclosure a little bit bigger, or displacement issues or displacement things of like whatever. So it all depends. Is that 4.5 accurate of net, like to a T? I don't know. But we got it there. We know what we're up against. It's still a long port. My port's 22 inches, so I understand, man. It's going to be awesome, El Fuego. I cannot wait, dude. Deviant with another super chat, man. He is making it rain tonight. Thank you, buddy. If Pebbles and Beardy both pose with a Livin' Loud with Andy shirt, will you post a vid on your channel of them saying subscribe to Deviant for life? I'll see what I can do, buddy. That would be funny. That would be funny. Did you get one of these shirts? You had to get one of these shirts. As soon as I seen it was in stock, I'm like, oh. As soon as I get this in my pocket, Deviant's gonna want one. From Beardy. It's perfect. Man, we already went over the hour mark, but you know what? It's been a while. It's been a while. It's okay. It's okay. More space for more bass. Absolutely, man. I don't know how many times I tell people that, whenever they're like, hey, what's the best thing I can... Well, it's like, how much space do you want to give up for your bass? It's space or bass. You pick one. There's no eat your cake and have it too, or whatever, how that goes, All right, Dave, I seen your bouncing. Y'all have a great night. See you next week. Going to soak up the rest of my trip. Enjoy your trip, man. Again, awesome meeting you. Thanks for hanging out. Rolling Thunder tonight. Appreciate you, Dave. Be easy, buddy. All right, cool. I think I'm caught up, even though I was side jagging there for a long time, but it's okay. I use Video Guru Pro for editing. I use like 3 apps for editing videos. I don't use just one. El Fuego. Thanks, Andy. A $5 super chat is a lot cheaper than starting over with Sheets of Birch. Absolutely, man. And if you ever have questions like that, dude, just hit me up on Patreon, bro. That's what I'm there for. Dub team, what is going on? Hey, good to see you back, Annie. Absolutely, man. You're jumping in right towards the tail end of the show. I can't even talk. Thanks for tuning in, man. I know it's great to be back. It's nice to take a break from things, but then it's like, man, I kind of miss just doing this, just talking. But it was just, I wanted to get the videos together, and I just needed a break, and Slamology was just kind of in the way. I'm like, I'm not going to go and sit here and play some music and sit there on my iPhone and read comments from a phone. I didn't want to do that. I'm not MBE. I'm not that. He's got his thing, you know. It's like, yeah, if you're coming to Live and Loud with Andy, you're going to have some background music going on. You're going to be having your comments thrown up. You're going to see videos. You're going to see whatever we're talking about. And I try to keep it relevant and, I don't know, just fun, entertaining to watch or listen to, you know. I know some of you guys, you're just tuned in, listening, you know, not even commenting, but you're here. Or you're rewatching it later. And that's awesome. That's what I do here. It's awesome, man. All right, cool. Man, if you guys got any other questions, I'm gonna post that video probably tomorrow, just so it does, you know, when you wake up, you see it, kind of thing, or not even wake up. I don't know. It's Saturday too. I just want it out there, you know. But I will be putting collections together with each one of you guys. I'm not gonna photo dump of just demo videos of you guys like some people do, but you'll see them incrementally. Each one of you guys. I think that's awesome to do, and a little piece of memory. You know, I love recording things no matter what I'm doing. Like Scott was like saying on the Rolling Thunder, he's like, man, I didn't know you got a video of us hugging. I was like, heck yeah, dude, man, it's the first time I got to meet you. I wanted it to be documented. I wanted it to be on video, and it just sometimes you can't, but when you can, you do it. You know, and that's how I look at it. If I could have cameras in my eyeballs, that'd be awesome. But maybe not too awesome. All right, cool. Let's see. Bass Junkie 2020 was nice meeting you at Slam. Got a video of you I have to edit. Awesome, man. Tag me in it. Let me know, dude. It was awesome to meet all you guys. Really, you know. Because, you know, I see your little image, I see your name, I get a persona of you from your comments and just hanging out. But when I get to see you guys in person, it's an entirely different thing, man. And a lot of podcasters, streamers, YouTubers in other genres don't really get to do that. So we are definitely blessed, man. Deviant with his weekly PSA. Andy, Patreon, let's go. Toss this dude $1. Best stream every single week, and he's gonna post a vid of 14.4 volt talk getting a Cookie Monster demo. Ooh. Ooh. Heck yeah, dude. Thank you, man. I really do wish I met you guys, and if I did, I'm sorry I didn't get to give you a hug or anything, you know. Or like one of the cool dabs, like, what's up, man? But either way, one day. Let's see. Okay, I think we're good. Awesome. Well, we're all caught up. So what we're going to do, I'm going to play that video again for the people that were just joining in. So in case you missed the beginning part, you guys get to see it early before it's released. I will play that. And then we will do our original rollout of our 3-minute rollout just so the caboose doesn't get confused. I know the caboose is watching. I see you. I don't want to confuse you guys. And there's no countdown timer, so it's going to mess with everything. So we need to do both. But either way, I love you guys so much. Shoot. I will see you guys Tuesday on the Unmasked After Show. We're going to do that again. We have to. I missed that too, man. I felt bad for John. I'm like, oh, John's doing it, and I'm not. I look there. But you know what? I'm like, I just don't want to go live and not be ready and look like a fool and just like be exhausted. You know, not because that's all I did was talk to people for 3 days straight. It was insane. And loud bass and music and demos, and my ears were shot to a degree. Like, it's crazy. All right, so anyway, let me get this going. At least I remembered the ticker tonight. It's good. But yeah, let's get these rollout outros going. And as always, stay living loud. I'll see you guys next time. Need help setting up? I think Baba got the caboose. He said, you know what? You can have a corn nut, but it's okay. Baba, you're the caboose. Oh, no! Too soon, Junior. Cornut gets the caboose, and we're going to end it on that. Good night, y'all. See y'all Tuesday. See everyone. Have a good night.